guys, PortalMaster9351 here, and in today's video, I wanted to take a little bit of time to discuss what I think might be discussed or shown off or revealed, what have it, for Skylanders at Gamescom in 2017. So, as you guys I'm sure are aware, unless you've been living under a rock, Chaos was actually shown in the official Gamescom trailer for a few seconds at the very beginning. And most people have interpreted this to mean that Skylanders in some way, shape, or form will be represented at Gamescom in 2017. The question now is, what will be shown off? So in this video, that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about. So there's obviously a couple things that I should probably get out of the way. This is 100% speculation. I don't know anything for sure. I don't even know for sure that Skylanders will be shown at Gamescom. It's just what is pretty much believed by most of the community right now. So, what do I actually think will not be shown? Let's get that out of the way first. First up, probably not Year 2. Now, admittedly, if Year 2 was a thing, Gamescom would definitely be the place to show it off. If Year 2 is still happening, it will be shown off at Gamescom, is all I have to say. If it's not shown off at Gamescom, then Year 2 is officially busted. I think there's a small chance of that happening, like a 5 to 10% chance, but honestly, probably not. There's no indication that Year 2 will be shown off at Gamescom. The other thing I think we can say will definitively not be shown off at Gamescom is a new console game. Of course, we know there won't be a new one this year, but there's been nothing said as for console games in 2018. So some people, many people actually, think that there will be another console game in 2018. I can assure you that will most definitely not be shown off at Gamescom. They would not show that off at Gamescom. I mean, honestly, it's over a year away from release at this point. I mean, assuming it comes out in fall of 2018. So there's absolutely no way they would show it off at Gamescom this year. But what actually could be shown off? That is, of course, what the main question is. Well, there's a couple things I can think of. And the first one is Skylanders Academy Season 2's trailer. Now, some supporting evidence for this is the fact that Eric Rogers recently had a tweet storm, you could call it, on Twitter, which revealed a ton of new details about Season 2, and he said that a new trailer for Season 2 will hopefully be coming this month, and that there will be more details officially announced about the show very, very soon. So that does definitely seem to indicate that there's a good chance that something will be shown off at Gamescom. We can only hope. I mean, Academy is pretty much all we have right now. The mobile game, of course, is next year, but for now, all we have is Academy Season 2 to get us hyped up. So, hopefully, Academy Season 2's trailer will be shown off there. The other thing that could potentially be shown off at Gamescom is, of course, the new mobile Skylanders RPG developed by the Korean company Come To Us. Now, currently, we don't really know anything about this new game. We know it's an RPG, and we know it is for phones and tablets. That's all that we know right now. So, it would make sense for sure to show off the mobile game in addition to the Season 2 trailer. I mean, I can honestly say that would make sense. I think we can say that a Season 2 trailer is more likely than showing off the mobile app, but the mobile app is definitely still a strong contender for being shown off at Gamescom. I mean, they have said in an official press release that more details would be shared about this game prior to release. So it's not like something that they're just going to come 2018 spring on us and say, okay, it's going to be out next week or anything like that. They're not going to do that. They're going to reveal it at some point. It's just a matter of when. If it's not at Gamescom, there's not really any other good time, really, to unveil it, unless it was at some kind of an Academy Season 2 launch event. You know, if they do something like that, like some kind of press festival for the Season 2 launch, that's the only other time it would make sense this year to unveil the mobile game. So honestly, if it's not shown off at Gamescom, I'm really not expecting it until next year around the financial reports time. Unless, of course, Skylanders does happen to do some sort of an individual event for the mobile game at a later date. But honestly, I would say that most likely it will be teased, or at very least a little bit of it will be shown off at Gamescom. I'm not saying a trailer or anything, but perhaps a title and a few concept images, perhaps. And of course, if the game does come with figures, as some people are speculating that it does, well, we could see a small announcement of, you know, how it's all going to work. I, for one, don't think it's going to have figures, but honestly, we're going to have to wait and see how that's all going to pan out. I'm really interested in the mobile game, and that's one of the reasons I really hope they show off at least a tiny little bit of it at Gamescom, because, you know, with it being the next major thing for Skylanders, a lot of people are wondering about it. But at the very least, I can say that one of these two things will almost certainly be shown off at Gamescom. As a side note, I'd like to add that on a non-Skylanders note, one thing I'm personally hoping is shown off at Gamescom is the new game Starlink Battle for Atlas. Of course, the new Toys to Life game by Ubisoft. Now, Ubisoft has already unveiled their lineup for demos at Gamescom, and Starlink was not among them, but that does not mean that they won't show off Starlink in general. I know this is pretty much a Skylanders-related speculation video, but I did feel the need to throw that in there because I have been covering Starlink, and if it's there, you can bet that I'll be covering it. So hopefully there's some Starlink news there as well, although what I'm really and truly hoping for is some good Skylanders news. So that pretty much brings this video to a close. I know I really don't have a very good idea of what's going to be shown off there. Well, I kind of do have a good idea, like the Academy trailer, or the mobile app, or both, or neither. But that's kind of the general rundown of sort of what to expect from Gamescom, sort of like your get hyped but not get too hyped sort of thing. So I kind of hope that this kind of helped you see a little bit of my viewpoint of what I think is going to be shown off at Gamescom. But what I'm really curious of is what you guys think is going to be shown off at Gamescom. I'm really curious, like, what other people are thinking. I think very differently from other people at times. So I'm really curious what you guys think will be shown off at Gamescom. So please leave that down in the comments. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Portal Master 9351. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.